Body clay sculpting with Lance King.
All right, another day in paradise. Today we're doing upper chest as the primary focus. And as you now know, I'll be integrating some front deltoids today as well. Now this first exercise we're going to do is going to be a heavy fly, just to really maximize a good stretch with the chest. And one thing that you may find is it'll also help incorporate a lot of your front deltoids as well, so that'll get them warm as we integrate into the shoulders. So that's it. Main thing to focus on when you do these heavy fly, of course being that I'm doing it first, I'm going to be maximizing the amount of weight I'm able to do. But if you kind of treat it like a dip when you're doing this, I'm going to be making sure that I'm not outstretching so much as I am dropping my elbows, and then just focusing on contracting with a full range of motion as much as possible. So anyway, take a look, and if you have any comments or questions, let me know.
Okay, you'll see that I'm going wide, but I'm primarily letting the elbows drop, and then I'm blowing out with all my air for a full muscle contraction. And then when I'm descending with the bar, I'm going right close to my chin, blowing out all my air with a contraction. You've seen this before. This is the overhead abdominal leg lift, as I call it. And I just love doing this exercise because it makes me think of being on stage actually doing the overhead abdominal shot.
So when you're doing the overhead abdominal crunch, leg crunch, keep in mind that I'm blowing out all my air when I get to the top of the contraction, and two, that with each set I'm still doing 12, 10, 8, 6.
Okay, when doing dips for chest, just be sure you really turn your elbows out toward your face to keep it toward the chest. Now I want to show how to properly put on a chain belt for those who haven't used a chain belt. This may seem elementary to those that use these every week, but there you have it as far as it being around your waist. And then pay attention to how I have the chain, and then it just hangs down, and a lot of times I'll put my legs close together and have a slight bend just to make sure it's not wobbling back and forth. But this is great when you're doing the 12, 10, 8, 6, which we are today. I love this exercise. It is one of my favorites. I just love how much the abs contract.
Okay, so now we're going to jump into our first tricep. And what we're going to do is a barbell chest press, where you're only going up to about 3/4 of the way, and then you're going to transition into a front shoulder press. And what you'll find is when I do the chest press, I'm going out 3/4 of the way to really just engage the chest, because about that 3/4 way mark to 100%, where you're blocking at your arms, your shoulders, you can actually feel your shoulders start to come into play. So I want to make sure I save the shoulder part, shoulder energy for the actual press. So stick around, and of course we're going to integrate an ab with this.
Body clay sculpting with Lance King.